Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. This is one I've been sitting on since like the day it came out. I don't know why I'm just now getting around to not only reviewing it, but opening it. The Godzilla King of the Monsters 1954 Godzilla poster version from NECA. Seems like NECA kind of stole the poster version idea from Monster Arts, because Monster Arts did two poster version figures. And NECA was like, hey, we can do that too. You remember in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Gojira, Godzilla wasn't this green coloration, didn't have red spines, and of course they're red because they're glowing for the fire, back when it was more akin to fire, and not an atomic beam. But it's a really cool box. If you're an in-box collector, this is a figure you must have in your collection, because it has the original Godzilla King of the Monsters poster on the front, Godzilla King of the Monsters and stuff on the sides and top. The hook got torn off mine. My cat did that. But it's okay, because I'm going to open it anyways, and it's got, you know, shows the figure in all its glory. And then check out the cool window here. It has another version of the movie poster, this time with the figure inserted into it. Really dope. And then a movie poster here again with the actual figure itself in it. So that's really, really nice. This is a great in-box figure. NECA is re-releasing all their previous Godzillas in this type of box, and all the ones going forward are in this type of box. So, in package collectors, keep your eyes open. And it comes with an atomic breath effect and a poster backdrop that becomes a 3D diorama. So let's bust it out of package. So the diorama isn't anything fancy, it's basically just the cardboard from the inside of the box. I'm not super excited about it. I'm probably not going to cut it up and display it. I'm just going to set it to the side. I am going to keep it just for collecting purposes. Set it right over here. But yeah, I'm not going to display it that way. And here he is out of package, the 1954 poster version Godzilla from NECA. And he's actually painted extremely well for the most part. There are one or two things on him that I'm not super hyped about. But he's a very nice looking Godzilla. To me, he kind of looks like a swamp Godzilla with that green, all those different greens all over his body. Very, very beautiful. The red spines look fun and unique with the green. My only big complaint paint-wise is the teeth. You see, they look fine here, but once you open the jaw, all those inside teeth are just black. They're not painted. They're not even symmetrically painted. It's like they painted the teeth with the mouth closed, and so everything inside the mouth didn't get painted, including the tongue. So that's just really lazy. I expected better from NECA on that. But the rest of the paint is just spot on. It just looks really, really good. You have to heat the tail up to pop it on. That's just a normal thing with NECA, no big deal. Articulation's pretty good. You know, mouth, lots on the head and neck. Arms, you know, bendable elbows, etc. For some reason, my fingers don't want to articulate on mine. I do not know why, they just don't. But there's lots of fun articulation all over this guy. You can have him come forward and back. Most of the tail is articulated until you get to the part you have to snap on about halfway down, and then it's a bendy wire from there on. Which is fine, as long as too much of the tail isn't a bend, because I don't want the whole tail to be a bendy wire, but just the thinnest portion at the end, like that's perfectly fine to be a bendy wire. Accessory-wise, all we have is his atomic breath. This is more fire-like atomic breath, because that's what's on the poster, obviously. And it was more fire-like just in older films for a while anyways. You just kind of shove it in the back of the mouth. What? I kept doing it first try until the camera came on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it be. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. I was pushing it, I had it pointed down a little too far. But I mean, it just stays in there. You don't need a stand like with Monster Arts. That's why I prefer the NECA Atomic Breath. I actually prefer the NECA line as a whole when it comes to just Godzilla himself. Obviously, there's not much to compare when it comes to other monsters. But just Godzilla himself, you know, NECA's, I feel, the superior line. Very, very cool. The Atomic Breath looks rad. Really dig it. Pop that out of the mouth. And we'll push Godzilla back so that we can do some size comparisons. First up, I'm going to compare him with some other Godzillas. A NECA, the GMK Atomic Breath. Same as the regular GMK if you have that, just painted differently and with a breath effect. And then a Bandai Creations Godzilla Final Wars. Pretty cool. I don't want to compare him with too much today because lots of my kaiju figures have been put into very intricate displays. But in honor of the next upcoming Godzilla movie, I am going to show him off with Mezco King Kong, the smaller one obviously. Pretty cool. I very much dig it. So, final thoughts on the NECA poster version Godzilla 1954. I like it a lot. The paint is really... If you're an out-of-package collector, you're getting this guy for the paint, pretty much. Because he is just a repaint of the 54 Godzilla with an extra effect and a diorama. I'm not impressed with the diorama, to be completely honest. It's just so that you can have a display of the poster, which is cool for a lot of people, I'm sure, but for me, it's really nothing. However, I do think the paint job's really cool. Every time I look at him, I think of Swamp Thing, and he's one of my favorite DC characters, so just that weird association already gives him a win in my book. The red spines look good with the green. He's like a Christmas Godzilla. Oh. Very fun, articulated well. The teeth and the hands are really my only complaints. Quality control-wise, he's fine. I don't feel any fragile areas, but one of the hands comes off pretty easily. Other than that, great figure. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I will see you all next time when we review yet another monster-related figure.